in his second game of calling plays how he wants to play this. Second and a foot, inches, whatever it is. Maybe a little play action, take a shot.
118. What's that?
Well, maybe you get your wish. Stroud comes back. He's able to find the rookie Higgins. Nice move, still rolling. And Jaden Higgins inside the 25.
That's what they do. They're able to move the pocket and give him a little bit of time. He had the option to pull up and maybe take a deep shot across the field to Nico Collins, but they covered it pretty well. Instead, he comes underneath to Higgins. Here's the deep shot across the field if they had it, but they get underneath that, come underneath to Higgins, and still pick up a nice gain.
118. What's that?
Fifth different receiver tonight for Houston with a catch of 20-plus yards as Chubb gets hit by Tyke Smith, who's got a sack in this ball game and a loss on the play.
Higgins, because he's built a lot like him, and watching him, and then even the other rookie who we talked about a little bit earlier, Jalen Noel, both out of Iowa State. I think he's got a bright future. This is going to be a awfully good group when everybody's going.
Second and 11. Stroud can't find anywhere. Now does, and that was up for grabs as Jacob Parrish, the rookie for Tampa Bay, got under that. Throw for Collins.
Was a blessing for Stroud. Otherwise, it's intercepted. Because when he lets it go, you see Parrish comes underneath it. He's right there. I mean, if this ball's not thrown as high as it is, he's gonna intercept this ball. So he might have felt it as he's starting to throw.
On the last two third downs he's faced, 3rd and 11. Gets it away this time and has a first down with Schultz inside the 10.
Schultz, he's Mr. Reliable. And against that zone coverage, he knows exactly where he needs to get. Even with a ball that's a little bit behind him, he's able to make a play on it. But the Bucs only rush 4, and they don't even come close to getting near C.J. Stroud. Nico's in the slot.
All 6'4" of them. Stroud trying to find him. He does, but Collins is down short of the end zone with Jamel Dean right there.
Where he's not going up the field. If he goes flatter, he creates more separation and he probably scores. But because he goes up the field, it creates a tougher angle for CJ to get him the football, number 1.
Here's Chubb. Bottled up and gets nowhere. Vita Vea got through and made the tackle.
Across the goal line. There's a little pause because of the penetration, and then from there it's hard to get it going again from down here this close to the goal line.
Next is Stroud on 3rd down and goal from now outside the 1. Play clock was a 1. Stroud end zone incomplete for Collins. Sprinting left, floating it, incomplete. Tampa Bay holds. McCollum on Nico Collins. Texans can't get it in.
He tried throwing it on 3rd and 4th down. This one was not even close. There was no chance on this play.
3 straight stops from the 1 for Tampa Bay. They're still up 4. See if they can get out of trouble here. Irving carries. And he's not able to get to the 5. 2nd down.
Got to be able to run the football in those situations. They've got to run it when people know they're going to run it, and they got to at least try.
2nd down and 6. Here's Harris. Christian Harris made that play as he drops Bucky celebrating. Let's see why.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 48. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic.
And what a costly penalty that is. Joe, you mentioned it earlier, the penalties they had last week. Now, most of those were offensively, but they've given up a few first
penalties tonight on Houston. That's their 3rd first down by penalty. Up under the helmet counts as a face mask. That was the right call, and it gives Tampa Bay some room out to their 19, and now Irving gets it to the 20 by Tampa Bay. They make the stop. Jamel Dean on the tackle on Nico Collins. There's the run by Chubb, and then 2 straight throws.
And then 2 straight throws. They had a chance there. That's one that I know Stroud would like to have back. This one, there was just nothing there whatsoever. But high on C.J. Stroud when you get down there, pretty hard to do.
Off the hands on that second down try, Otten couldn't make
offenses in terms of not turning the ball over, and which defense is going to make the game-changing play to really seal victory. And it just feels like for Houston, this team, can they make the one big play that they need right now?
Blitz coming off the edge with Petrie. Mayfield goes by Petrie and gets the first down. Brought down from behind, and Mayfield's hurt. 10.
Well, you see everybody turn and run, and Baker Mayfield, then he sees it open up, and defenders have their backs to him, and off he goes. I mean, this guy is not that fast, but yet he makes plays with his legs.
Banged his knee into the turf and then popped right up after initially looking like he might have been injured. What a play. Flag is down as the catch is made out on the edge by Irving, and To'o was there for Houston.
Thrown, illegal contact, defense number 4. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Penalty number 6 against the Texans, and these are 2 important ones here late.
That's on Kamari Lassiter. He's riding him up the field. You see, he's got a hold of him. It's on Ryan Miller.
For D'Amico Ryans. And they're going to throw the flag. And 5 yards. So now first down at 15 with just over 8 to play. Here in Houston, Buccaneers ball up 4. Hand off to Irving, cuts back. Still rolling. And the Texans swarm to the ball. In the end, it's a 5-yard carry. Lassiter.
They're picking up the tempo.
2nd and 10.
This has already been a successful drive for Tampa, just getting field position back.
Quick throw, Shepard delivers the shoulder into C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Four-man rush. Mayfield has the ball knocked out. Rashad White was there for Tampa Bay and got back on the ball. Danielle Hunter is the bench, kind of forced his own fumble when his left hand knocked it out of his right. Rashad White was able to get back on top of it, then get up and walk back to the sideline under his own power. And waiting for it for Houston. And able to celebrate is Frank Ross, the special teams coordinator, as Agunbowale and Jakob Johnson got through.
You see it, and he was pretty methodical in how he was, it just seemed like he was pretty casual as far as how he was going to punt the football, as if there was no rush whatsoever. As soon as he got the ball,
that's the second of the young season across the NFL. Stroud throws, and it's behind his target, Hutchinson.
Well, Stroud, this is his second read in the progression, and you're going to see as Hutchinson comes across here, the speed in which he hits this hole, and he's through the window, and it just throws a quarterback off. So if he throttles it down.
Johnson in motion on 2nd and 10, and they just can't run it. Chubb is brought down by Antoine Winfield Jr. The crowd has seen enough. And it's third.
Aggressive as he always is, but he's been dialing it up even more here as of late. He did there. What will he do here on third down?
Half yards per rush. That's a big story in this game. It's third down and 10. Backpedaling Stroud almost throws a pick to Levante David, but
there's no middle safety. Here they all come. They're locked up, and somebody's just got to win right away and give Stroud a place to go with the football. Now, you can't do that. And you can't take a sack. At least now they have
that block punt. And now the field goal try by Fairbairn from 53. And he's able to bend to make it 14-13. From the 35, toss to Irving, running left. Good play by Houston's defense. Lassiter out there to make the stop. No gain.
This has been an absolute defensive battle, watching both these teams. And what a job Tampa did on that last series. As you said, Joe, not giving up any yards, bringing the pressure, and not giving up any more than 3 points after the blocked punt. Pretty impressive. Now, you watch Tampa offensively, they've got more yards rushing than they do passing. There's nothing they'd love more than to just be able to give the ball to Bucky Irving like they tried to do there on first down and then wind this clock down. But Houston's not going to allow that.
Both Irving and White in the game. This is White. Broke one tackle. Can't break that tackle by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And a gain of 2 with third and long.
Yeah, and so this is always a big down in football, and you go back at the end of the game and see, okay, well, who won the third downs? That's a big stat in determining who ultimately walks away a winner, and Tampa has continued to dominate.
Third and 8. Mayfield. Anderson got there.
They show a look like they might bring it. They pull out the linebackers. They only rush 4. And here comes Will Anderson. They try to chip with Auden, and he just keeps playing because Daniil Hunter, his rushing mate opposite of him, forces Mayfield up in the pocket. It looked like they were hoping to try to take a shot down the field on the one-on-one look, but they didn't get it.
This time Dixon gets rid of it much faster. 4 sacks tonight for the Houston defense. Here's a nice return by Noel, the rookie, still rolling. Flag on the play. And Noel is out of bounds inside the 30. But there's a flag back at the Houston 30-yard line. And everybody is moving back the other way.
Result of the play is a punt return. It's first down, Houston.
So they pick it up, and everybody has to move down to the other end. The flag came out late. And maybe with Tremon Smith with that block, it looked like it was close to being in the back, but after the flag came out, they pick it up, and D'Amico Ryans knows his team is set up at the 26 of Tampa Bay, and they're inside field goal range already.
Yeah, here they go. And you got an offense that's struggling, and you hear coach speak each and every week after these games. It's all 3 phases. Tonight, it's at least been 2 of them for the Houston Texans with the into the end zone if they can for a win.
53-yard return by the rookie Noel. It was all Big 12 special teamer last year, and the rookie has set him up. Vita Vea makes that stop on Nick Chubb. And a gain of just 1 as we are coming up on 2.5 minutes left, each side with 3 timeouts.
Well, when Jalen Noel, when he got in the open space, this guy's got some burners, and he can scoop.
18, what's that?
Chubb's got 18. Add to it, Nick Chubb. Touchdown Texans. They're on carry by Nick Chubb.
The movement they get up front, you see the push inside. Titus Howard makes a key block on the inside. McCollum takes a bad angle, as does Winfield. Everybody's up at the line, and once
Stroud in trouble, and down he goes. Plays made by Deion Jones. this is
side, and you can see Jones then has a straight shot. Trying to sort through that, and here he comes. And Hassan Reddick off the other side. And here's a look at the touchdown by did with Nick Chubb. But we saw what Baker Mayfield did last week. He's going to get another opportunity tonight.
Here's Johnson to the 30. And a flag on that play. With 2:04 remaining in the game, 3 timeouts.
During the return, holding by the receiving team, number 98. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
In over the Bears, and Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes, no picks.
After the offense's showings last week, these defensive coordinators aren't going to get much sleep this week.
A lot of room for Irving. 10+. And we're at the 2-minute warning with exactly a minute. Mayfield has to come underneath. Pass is caught and a short gain. Remember, it's worth saying again, as you look at Mayfield since he became a Buccaneer, he's got 22 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter or overtime, most in the league. Buccaneers are without their 2 starting tackles. Mayfield airs it out for Evans, incomplete. With Stingley out there in coverage, and those two have battled all night long. Stingley has had the upper hand.
Pretty good coverage all night by him. That's been one great battle. And you know, some of that man coverage and things that they're doing, if you can find an in-breaking route where you've got a little more room to throw the football. Been pretty tight trying to get the ball to Evans along the boundary.
He's been targeted 10 times, has 4 catches, 3rd and 10. Mayfield out to his right, looking for help. He's going to air it out. Has a Bucca who can't make the catch.
And then finding a Bucca down the field. I mean, this ball, while he's on the run, is absolutely perfect.
It's worth talking about, Troy, as you look at this throw and the missed chance for a Bucca. Tampa Bay has 3 timeouts left, but they're choosing to go for it on 4th and 10. Pressure off the edge. Mayfield steps through. And he's tripped up with a first down by Gardner Johnson. To'o couldn't bring him down, and Baker Mayfield gets the...
This does what he does.
15 yards on 4th and 10. The Buccaneers alive. Catch made by the tight end Otten. And he's out of bounds with 52 seconds left. And 3 timeouts on the board for the Buccaneers.
Baker is looking in the pressure. Here they come, and he just escapes. And everyone running in man coverage with their backs to Mayfield. They don't know that he's got the football. Anderson and Daniil Hunter are not on the field.
And a timeout, I think, wisely taken by Houston because of that. I think those guys are out of breath. They've been chasing Baker Mayfield this entire second half, coming after these 2 tackles. 2nd down and 2. Irving. Alshire cannot make the stop. Irving still rolling down inside the 25. And timeout Tampa Bay. That's just their first with 42 seconds left. But they have to get it into the end zone.
How good is Bucky Irving? I mean, he just has a feel, knowing that David is going to be Azeez Al-Shaair in coverage, and he just puts his foot in the ground and gets going north and south. You see how hard he is to get to the ground. And what an impact he has made on this football team since he was drafted in the 4th round.
Derek Barnett got a hand inside, not just the shoulder pads, but the necklace of Baker Mayfield. Broke it.
And Joe, quick point there, that's not a foul because he was still in the pocket, so you can't have a horse collar.
First down from the 23.
And they got Hunter and Anderson both on the field.
Mayfield protected. Irvin out of the backfield one-on-one, and he lowers his shoulder and tries to go right through To'o and got 5 and stops the clock with 34 seconds left.
Yeah, all the time in the world.
Pass caught. Evans down to the 7. And it'll be first down and goal from the 10-yard line, and the clock continues to run with 2 timeouts.
Soft coverage, they're trying to disguise a blitz, but they're not able to get home, but it opened up a lot of room.
Clock running. That's Otten out of bounds, hit by Gardner. In essence, the touchdown wins it. Second and goal, ball just outside the 2. Rashad White in the game.
Well, look for him. He's the red zone threat for Tampa Bay.
And now timeout is taken by Houston. Otten in motion. They are going to run it. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White on top with 6 seconds to go.
He's been doing it all night. Contact before the line, and he just keeps moving the pile. We've seen it. We saw it all last year. I told you he gets stronger as he goes along, and with the game on the line and them needing a play, he just carries them right into the end zone.
Alshire couldn't stop him. And now going for 2 are the Buccaneers. There's only 6 seconds left in the ball game. And Tampa Bay will use a timeout as the Texans are staring at an 0-2 start. And I've been saying it all night. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6 seconds away from starting this season 2-0 as they've done the previous 4 years.
Well, I think right here, Joe, Tampa's got to be smart or Mayfield has to be smart. Everybody needs to be what they're going to try to do here. You get a little reckless on this 2-point play, and you give the defense an opportunity to return.
Their first 2-point try of the year. Mayfield is just going to get rid of it out of the back of the end zone. And Mayfield took a lot of hits here tonight and a lot of low hits from this Houston defense. Not saying it was dirty, but he's just
needed to make plays. Mayfield makes it on 4th down. Here's the last hit that we. He's pretty beat up tonight. A lot of guys are. This is a physical game, both sides of the ball.
So 6 seconds remain. The Texans do